Thanks everybody for coming to the Action on Noise Summit. Today we're going to be having a very big focus on the noise control aspect, and it's very good to see a lot of like-minded people here.
I felt this was definitely worth coming along to see a presentation on noise. It's something that I think is very much underestimated in terms of the hazards and dangers that are there.
I'm here to talk to you today about some work I've got involved with in establishing and taking forward a new charitable organisation called the UK Hearing Conservation Association. Health is becoming more important for people, for younger generations. It's becoming more accepted as an issue for workplaces to manage. As I say, a lot more young people are taking their health more seriously, but I think there are still certain health conditions that people are just either ignorant of or complacent about. Where health has been the poor relation to safety, noise in the workplace is still the poor relation of health.
I don't think people really fully understand just how dangerous noise can actually be. I think it's one of those things that creeps up on you very sort of insidiously. You don't realise it's there, and it's not until later on in life when you actually then start really realising the damage that's been caused, and of course by then it's too late.
In the building safety group we try and spend a lot of time saying, look guys, these are serious issues, this is what happens to you.
This damage is permanent, it's irreversible, and even with technologies such as cochlear implants, it's still not as good as was originally intended by nature.
So there's a lot of stigma around deafness. Unfortunately, it's a hidden disability. Someone like myself, when I have my hat on or a cap on, you just wouldn't know that I'm deaf. I don't have a deaf voice. However, for many people it is very difficult.
I do suffer from tinnitus, which is very frustrating. For me it's kind of a high-pitched buzz which can cycle with crackly waves.
I have very bad tinnitus in this ear because it's a dead ear. So basically there's no sound input, so it's just my brain making this noise saying, you know, why can't I hear?
You get the occasional person like me who's got tinnitus and becomes very aware of it too late in life. I'm in my 50s now. If I'd have known the damage this was going to cause to me when I was a youngster, would I have picked up the skill saw? Probably. Would I have done it differently? Definitely.
I think that again there's a bit of a disconnect where noise control is seen as something that's a bit of a chore, not really a priority. I think if we could actually see on our visible spectrum of sight noise, I think people would be a lot more reactive. Ooh, look at that noise there, but we don't.
The action isn't just to protect someone's hearing by giving them ear defenders, it's to do something about reducing that noise, reducing the amount of time that they're exposed to that noise. All kinds of management and planning things that can be done that don't seem to get done in the construction industry.
RVT focus on increasing awareness across the industry of what is relatively easy to achieve in improving environmental conditions regarding noise in construction.
We're not explaining to people, look guys, the reason you need to do this is there is a serious and significant risk of your hearing being damaged.
RVT are one of our suppliers, and they supply a lot of equipment and stuff to our sites.
Well, I've worked with RVT for quite a number of years in my previous roles as part of the regulator, and they provide solutions. They work with their customers as well to say, what do you need from us? What can we do to solve the particular problems that you have?
Companies like RVT, as they push forward with their services, products, etc., there's that ever widening knowledge base and educational overlap, which I think is very important.
It's an excellent broad range of speakers that come in. There's a lot of educational stuff, and I've personally learned quite a lot from the other speakers today, especially on the scientific, technical level.
Sound is a mechanical process. The louder the sound or noise, the greater the impact. So if you look at it from one extreme, sound can kill. It is powerful, ubiquitous, and it envelops us constantly, whether we choose to acknowledge this or not.
I would describe them as being very inspiring. They're knowledgeable and they're inspiring, and I think that's been very good. It's also been a great opportunity to be able to network with others and meet people who also have a passion for wanting to progress health and safety effectively in the workplace.
I do have quite an investment in noise and sound, and to me it's a fascinating beast on so many different levels. And it's a joy when I can inject this into my now health and safety career.
I think any event like this which focuses on a topic like noise and spends the whole day with a range of perspectives, a range of speakers talking around the topic, focusing the attention on why we don't do it properly and what can be done is really powerful. So we've known about this for years. It's nothing new. And yet our approach to dealing with noise in the workplace is at best rudimentary, at worst shocking.
I find the RVT events like a little bit of a hub of excellence. You know, there's a lot of industry intellectuals, a lot of experienced professionals come together. We have a little bit of breakfast, a few coffees. It's an exchange. You know, I think they're really beneficial, these kind of events.
There's a lot of content in it that we're aware of, but as with everything to do with learning, especially around health and safety, reminding people of that message and getting the same message across over and over again is a good thing.
The inability to hear what's going on around you and react to warning signals or shouts or to hear something coming towards you is very often implicated in fatalities on construction sites. Organisations just need to do a lot more. Individuals need to take the risk a lot more seriously, and that we've got a real opportunity to drive up interest in a topic and apply some simple, practical control solutions.
It sometimes makes me wonder how people would intentionally wish to have this condition, because I don't wish to have tinnitus, but there's nothing that I can do about it. It's done, it's incurable. You know, so if I can try and educate people so they'll protect themselves, if I can just stop that chain of events that leads to tinnitus, then job done for me.